Welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad. So students, you can see on the screen, learn current affairs 10 times effectively. So this is our new 5-stage method of discussion of current affairs, a unique way to learn and remember. So let's see the importance of this method. So in the very first stage, headlines with blanks. So the purpose of giving a blank in the headline itself is to create a question in the minds of the students in the very beginning of the discussion, so that he will try to look for answers all through the discussion. So this will enhance the grasping power and the concentration of the student. In the second stage, detailed analysis, we discuss the entire current affairs in a detailed manner with all the related events, static GK points. So this section covers all the key areas from which questions can be asked in the examination. The third stage is one word key points. So by reading current affairs will not help a student in remembering them. So this stage of one word key points is the first stage of revision, where we take keywords from every current affair and we by heart them. So these keywords will be the apparently the most probable questions, probable points from where questions can be asked in the examination. The fourth stage is important MCQs, where we discuss the next day. So it is the second day of revision, is the second stage of revision, in which we try to revise the current affairs in the form of examination like MCQs. So the final stage, section wise revision, which will be held every week. So recently we had a weekly revision, part 1 of June 2021. Please check to the video. So in this weekly revision, section wise revision, we segregate all the current affairs into different sections, and by taking into sections, you can compare the points in each section. So this will help in remembering current affairs for a very longer time period. So let's go into the headlines today. The first headline for today. So the first headline for today, you can see, so who wins the Iran 2021 presidential election? So name the member, name the person who has been elected as a member of the World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund High Advisory Group. So PAN, permanent account number, to be declared inoperative by which date? So easy of living index was released, and which city in India is the most livable city? So what is the rank of India in terms of money deposited in Swiss banks? So India's rank in the Sustainable Development Report 2021. So who is the author of this book, Nutmeg Curse? So Naveen Patnaik, the Chief Minister of Odisha, he released a book called Beyond Here and Other Poems. Who is the author of that book, Beyond Here and Other Poems? So who wins the 2021 French Grand Prix related to the Formula 1 racing? International Day of Yoga, you know the answer already, observed on. International Day of the Celebration of Solstice, observed on. World Music Day, observed on. World Refugee Day, observed on. And world's third largest diamond was unearthed in which country? Okay, so these are the headlines. We'll go into the detailed analysis. So first news for today, Ebrahim Raisi wins the Iran's 2021 presidential election. So Ebrahim Raisi, 60 years of age, he will succeed Hassan Rouhani. So in August 2021, so total 4 years of term. So he is a conservative, so strong conservative. So people are like hoping a lot of changes will happen under his regime. So people are expecting to have a stronger Iran under his leadership. So that is why people have voted. Nearly 90% votage has happened in the country, and 62% of votes were polled to Ebrahim Raisi. So people are expecting for a strong Iran because they are having a lot of conflicts with USA, a lot of conflicts in the Gulf region. So they are expecting a strong leader for them. So he also worked as the Chief Justice of Iran, and Iran's capital Tehran, Iran's currency is Iranian Toman. So please remember also Iran capital Tehran and Iran currency Iranian Toman. So Ebrahim Raisi wins the 2021 Iran presidential election. Okay. So next is about Montek Singh Ahluwalia. He is the last vice chairman of the Planning Commission. So during the time of Manmohan Singh, 2004 to 2014, he was the deputy chairman of Planning Commission. So this Montek Singh Ahluwalia is named as the member of the World Bank IMF High Advisory Group. So this group was created because there are two problems faced by the world today: the COVID-19 pandemic and climate change. So Montek Singh Ahluwalia is elected as a member of this group. So other members of this group you can see here: Mary Celia, Lord Nicholas Stein, and Geeta Gopinath. Geeta Gopinath is an Indian origin, American. So she is the economic counselor and director of research department IMF. So these are the members of this group. So the points, important points to remember are here is about the World Bank. We need to study about World Bank. So World Bank is an international financial institution that mainly provides loans and grants to governments of low and middle income countries. The main aim of the World Bank is to provide grants to low and middle income countries. Okay. So it is a combination of two institutions. They are the International Bank of Reconstruction and Development and International Development Association. It is a combination of two banks, International Bank of Reconstruction and Development and International Development Association. So World Bank Group has total 5 institutions and World Bank is a part of the World Bank Group. So there is a difference between World Bank and World Bank Group. So please remember, World Bank is a part of World Bank Group. World Bank Group has total 5 institutions. Okay. So World Bank has given a recent goal to reduce poverty. Then recent goal, they have created a new goal to reduce poverty. So World Bank is an international financial institution. So if you want to develop your country, low income countries, World Bank will provide you loan. We have seen in news that World Bank is providing loan for India to develop roads, to develop villages, to develop toilets, for different things World Bank will provide loans. So the present chairman of World Bank is David Malpass. World Bank is formed in 1944 and headquarters is present in Washington. So these are also the other points to remember. Please remember the chairman David, formed in 1944, headquarters is in Washington. We also had a term called the International Monetary Fund. So this is also an international financial institution. Both World Bank and IMF are called the Bretton Woods system. Okay, so after the end of World War II, the United States America and the European nations, they came up with this World Bank and International Monetary Fund to revive their economies. So the main aim of this International Monetary Fund is to foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth. So these are all the objectives of the International Monetary Fund. So which is formed in 1945, headquarters is in Washington and chairman of IMF is Kristalina Georgieva. So chairman of the IMF is Kristalina Georgieva. So Kristalina Georgieva is the IMF chairman. Please remember that, very important. IMF is present in Washington and formed in 1945. And periodically IMF depends on World Bank for resources. So IMF gets money from the World Bank. Okay. So these are the combination IMF and World Bank. So please by heart them. So next in news is PAN, permanent account number, to be declared inoperative if not linked before June 30, 2021. So PAN to be declared inoperative if not linked between June 30, 2021. So this deadline was extended by the Central Board of Direct Taxes. So Central Board of Direct Taxes, they extended this deadline to link PAN with Aadhaar by June 30, 2021. So a new section was included in the budget, in the amendments of Income Tax Act. So according to the new section 234H of the Income Tax Act 1961, which was recently introduced during the budget 2021. So PAN, if not linked with Aadhaar, will be declared inoperative and a penalty of ₹1000 will be imposed. If you haven't linked your PAN card with Aadhaar and so now your PAN will become inoperative after June 30 and you will have a penalty of ₹1000. So please remember, if you haven't linked your Aadhaar with your PAN, go and do it immediately because now there is a penalty. So we should be alert. So what are the difficulties in not linking your PAN and Aadhaar? What if you are not linking your PAN and Aadhaar? You will have a question, why to link and what if you are not linking? Suppose if you are interested in having savings about 10,000 rupees. So you have a lot of money, after getting jobs you have a lot of money. If you are interested in putting savings about 10,000 rupees, then tax deduction at resource, the tax deduction at source will be 20%. Generally for a PAN linked Aadhaar, tax will be just 10%. If your bank account, if your PAN is linked with Aadhaar, tax deducted at source will be just to 10%, but for people who are not linking their PAN, it will be 20%. So what is this PAN and all these things? So PAN, permanent account number, is a 10-digit alphanumeric character number assigned to every taxpayer in the country. This is issued by the Indian Income Tax Act 1961, mainly by the Income Tax Department, which works under the Central Board of Direct Taxes. So PAN is an electronic system where all the tax related information of a person or a company is recorded against the PAN number. If you type your PAN number, you will get all your details, how much money you earned, how much tax you paid to the government, all the tax details, income tax details will be present in this PAN number. So PAN is a number given to every individual so that the government will have a record of all his income tax details. So this will create accountability for the citizens, this will create transparency, this will avoid black money. So these are all the uses of having a PAN card. And you know about Aadhaar card, everyone has an Aadhaar card, it's like simply an identity. So Aadhaar is a 12-digit unique identity number. So given to residents and passport holders based on their biometric and demographic data. So when taking an Aadhaar card, you will give your iris scan, your fingerprints, your details of father, date of birth, address, everything. So demographic data as well as biometric data. So this Aadhaar is created by the Unique Identification Authority of India, which was established in 2009 after the Planning Commission issued a notice. So its first chairman was Nandan Nilekani, who is the co-founder of Infosys. So he led this project, Aadhaar project, in 2009. So now Aadhaar is a statutory body. In 2016 Aadhaar became statutory. So the duty of this Unique Identification Authority of India is to assign a 12-digit number to every resident in the country. So they need to assign 12-digit number to every resident in the country, and the present chairman of this Unique Identification Authority of India is J. Satyanarayana IAS. So he is the present chairman of this organization. Okay. So these are the details about PAN and Aadhaar. So we need to study everything, related topics, everything about current affairs. So next is Ease of Living Index. Bangalore is the most livable city according to the Ease of Living Index, which was released by the Center for Science and Environment. So CSC releases this Ease of Living Index every year, which is a part of the State of India's Environment 2021. According to this report, rank 1 Bangalore, rank 2 Chennai, rank 3 Shimla, rank 4 Mumbai, rank 4 Bhubaneswar, rank 5 Mumbai. So according to this report, Bangalore stood first. So it is the most livable city. Next is Chennai, next is Shimla, next Bhubaneswar, next is Mumbai. So this report is based on 4 parameters: quality of life, economic ability, sustainability, and citizens' perceptions. So this rank is based on these four parameters. It is released by the Center for Science and Environment, which is a not-for-profit public interest research and advocacy organization. So it is a not-for-profit public interest research and advocacy organization formed in 1980, headquartered in Delhi. So it is formed in 1980, headquartered in Delhi. So also remember these points. So next is about Swiss banks, money in Swiss banks. So India ranks 51 in the terms of money deposited in Swiss banks. So the Swiss National Bank, which is a central bank of Switzerland, like RBI for India, Swiss National Bank is the central bank for Switzerland. So they released an annual bank statistics 2020. So in this annual bank statistics 2020, Indians hold how much amount? 2.55 billion Swiss francs, or it is 20,000 crores. So Indians hold 20,000 crores in Swiss banks. That placed at 51st. At the place at 51st. First rank is by the Britishers, United Kingdom. First rank is by United Kingdom. Second by Americans, USA. So Britishers hold the highest amount in Swiss banks. Then is Americans, and India is placed at 51st. So India holds nearly 20,000 crores in this Swiss banks. Okay. So this report is given by the Swiss National Bank, which is the central bank of Switzerland. Okay. So same thing, all central banks have the main objective to maintain the monetary policy, to issue currency notes. So headquarters is present in Bern and Zurich. Swiss National Bank is present in Bern and Zurich. Established in 1906, chairman is Thomas Jordan. So RBI Governor Shaktikant Das, headquarters is in Mumbai. Same way for Swiss Bank, it is headquarters in Bern and Zurich, and the chairman is Thomas Jordan. Please remember these points. So next is about India's rank in the Sustainable Development Report 2021. So Sustainable Development Report is a report released by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network. It is released by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, and India's rank is 120. Very poor performance. India's rank is 120. So first rank Finland, second rank Sweden, third rank is Denmark. So according to this report, first rank Finland, second Sweden, third is Denmark. So this Sustainable Development Report is an annual report in which all the 193 United Nations members are ranked based on their performance against their Sustainable Development Goals. So it is a report which ranks all the 193 UN members based on their performance against the Sustainable Development Goals. Okay. So this Sustainable Development Solution Network is an initiative which is launched in 2012. It operates under the United Nations to mobilize scientific and technical expertise in the support of Sustainable Development Goals. Headquarters is in New York and the present president is Jeffrey Sachs. So Jeffrey Sachs is the present president. Headquarters is in New York, formed in 2012, mainly operates under United Nations to mobilize scientific and technical expertise in the support of Sustainable Development Goals. The next is about books and authors. So the author of the book Nutmeg Curse is Amitav Ghosh. So Amitav Ghosh, he describes the history of the influence of colonialism on the world today by a story of nutmeg. He will describe how colonialism influenced the world today, and he is also the first English writer to get award of the Jnanpith Award. So he is the first English writer in India to get the Jnanpith Award. So Jnanpith Award is the highest literacy award of India. So this award contains a 11 lakh cash prize, a citation and a bronze replica of Vagdevi, who is also Saraswati, the goddess of learning. So Amitav Ghosh is the first first English writer to get the Jnanpith Award. So his new book is Nutmeg Curse. So please remember. So next comes to the Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik. He releases a book called Beyond Here and Other Poems, written by Vishnupada Sethi. So Vishnupada Sethi is a principal secretary, a bureaucrat in the Odisha government. So he has an hobby of writing poems. So his collection of 61 poems, which reflects life, perception of death, philosophical, all these things. So he compiled 61 poems by name Beyond Here and Other Poems. So Naveen Patnaik, the Chief Minister of Odisha, he released this book. So also remember points: Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik, Governor of Odisha Ganesh Lal. Okay, so Vishnupada Sethi is a bureaucrat, a principal secretary in the government of Odisha. So his book Beyond Here and Other Poems. So next come to sports news. So who won the 2021 French Grand Prix? It is Max Verstappen. So Max Verstappen, who belongs to Netherlands, a Dutch racer. So he is sponsored by Red Bull Racing. So he won the 2021 French Grand Prix. Second place Lewis Hamilton from Britain, Mercedes Racing. Sergio Perez is at second place. He also belongs to the Red Bull Racing. He belongs to Mexico country. So these are the ranks, 1, 2, 3 ranks. So Max Verstappen, he won the 2021 French Grand Prix. So this French Grand Prix is one of the oldest motor races in the world, as well as the first Grand Prix which was held in 1906. So French Grand Prix has a significance. It is one of the oldest motor racers in the world. Okay. So next days. Today we have lot of days to discussion. 2021 lot of days. So International Day of Yoga, you know, because it's in news from last 1 week. So International Day of Yoga observed on 21st June. So United States celebrates Yoga Day on 21st June every year to raise awareness about the benefits of yoga. The theme for this year is Yoga for Well-being. This yoga is an ancient physical, mental, spiritual practice that is originated in India. The word yoga derives from Sanskrit, which means to join, to unite, to symbolize the union of body and consciousness. So yoga means the union of body and consciousness. Okay, so please remember these points. Theme of 2021, Yoga for Well-being. United Nations celebrates yoga on 21st June to create awareness about yoga. So next is International Day of the celebration of solstice. 21st June is the longest day on the earth. So that is why we celebrate 21st June as the International Day of celebration of solstice. The main aim of the day is to bring awareness about solstice and equinoxes. The main aim is to bring awareness about solstice and equinoxes. So you can see on the picture. Okay, see the picture here. So this is the sun and this is our earth. So earth rotates around the sun in elliptical orbits. So at this point called apogee, earth is very far away from the sun, and at this point called perigee, earth is very near to the sun. So during equinoxes, that is during 21st March and during 23rd September, you will have equal day and night. So during 21st March and 23rd September, you will have equal day and night because the distance between sun and the earth is equal. But during apogee, that is during 21st June, the distance from the sun is very far. So earth is very far from sun. 21st June called summer solstice, where there is a longer day in the northern hemisphere, and in during 22nd December or 21st to 22nd December, the distance between sun and earth is less, called perigee, winter solstice. Solstice means unequal days of day and night. Equinoxes means equal day of day and nights. So in equinoxes you will have equal day and night. Solstices you will have unequal day and night. Okay, very simple, that's it. Solstice means unequal days, equinox means equal days. So spring equinox observed on 21st March. So equal day of day and night. So equinox means equal, simple, equinox means equal day of day and night. In the same way, autumn equinox, equal day of day and night, which is the launch of autumn. Their spring equinox means which is launch of spring season. So summer solstice means longest day of the year, mainly in the northern hemisphere. So you can see here. So mainly in the northern hemisphere you will find summer solstice. Northern hemisphere is totally under sunlight. So summer solstice you will find on northern hemisphere. So next is winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, which marks the opening of winter. Summer solstice means they marks the opening of summer. Winter solstice is the shortest day of year, marking the opening of winter. So you can see here in the winter solstice, the entire northern hemisphere is under shade and southern hemisphere is under daylight. So shorter day in northern hemisphere. Okay. So opposite will happen. So this is a geography portion, please by heart, very important. Very simple. Equinoxes means equal, sun and earth are at equal distance, so equal day and night. Solstice means summer solstice means sun is far away from earth, sorry, earth is far away from sun, we call earth is far away from sun. Winter solstice means earth is very nearer to sun. So that is why northern hemisphere has shorter day. In summer solstice, northern hemisphere has a longer day. Clear? So that's it. So next we will see about the World Music Day observed on June 21st. The main aim of the World Music Day is to provide music free to everyone and to encourage the amateur musicians. So the main aim is to celebrate, to provide music to everyone and to encourage amateur musicians, and the theme for this year is music at the intersections. Music at the intersections. So next is World Refugee Day observed on June 20. The main aim of this day is to honor the refugees who are forced out of their countries. So this day aims to build the understanding and empathy for refugees. So refugees, they are struggling because they left their homeland, they are staying in some other neighboring countries or faraway countries. We need to support them, we need to build their understanding, we need to understand them. So the theme for this year 2021 is Together We Heal, Learn and Shine. Together we heal, learn and shine. So who are these refugees? So refugees are people who are displaced from their homes, from their comforts, from their countries due to persecution, due to conflicts, due to terrorism, due to disasters. So refugees are people who are displaced from their home countries due to all different types of conflicts, persecutions, terrorism, disasters, all these activities. So according to United Nations, every minute 20 people are getting displaced, 20 people are becoming refugees. So also according to the United Nations, in this year, by the end of 2019, nearly there are 79.5 million people who have been displaced. Take it round figure, 80 million people have been displaced. According to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. So it's a global United Nations agency mainly who works towards the welfare of refugees. So United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees, so they will release a report called the Global Trend Report. So Global Trend Report says 82 million people have got displaced only last year. 82 million people have got displaced only last year. So in 2019 it is 79.5 and in COVID-19 pandemic 2020 it is 82.4 increase in refugees. Okay, you can see conflicts in Syria, Gulf, Israel, Palestine, a lot many areas. In Myanmar you can see conflict areas, persecution, conflicts, all these things. So that is why there is a lot of migration, refugee crisis. So this United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees was formed in 1950. Headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, also by heart these things. So the last headline for today, the world's third largest diamond is unearthed in Botswana. So African country, Botswana. So the world's third largest diamond was unearthed in Botswana. So it's a 1098 carat diamond. So discovered in Botswana, mainly by the Debswana Diamond Company. Diamonds account nearly one-third of the Botswana exports. So Botswana earns money from diamond exports. So the largest diamond till date is 3106 carat Cullinan stone, which is found in South Africa. Second largest diamond is 1109 carats Lesedi Lona, which is found in Botswana itself. Third one is also found in Botswana, the 1098 carat diamond in Botswana. So also remember Botswana capital Gaborone and Botswana currency Botswana Pule. So Botswana Pula is a currency and Botswana capital is Gaborone. So these are all the important MCQs, the important current affairs for today. So we'll have a revision by one word key points. So very simple. Iran President Ebrahim Raisi, who was appointed as a member to the World Bank IMF High Advisory Group, Montek Singh Ahluwalia. PAN to be linked with Aadhaar by June 30, 2021. Ease of living index, which is the most livable city in India, Bangalore. India's rank in money deposited in Swiss banks, 51. India's rank in Sustainable Development Report, 120. Who is the author of the book Nutmeg Curse? Amitav Ghosh. Who is the author of Beyond Here and Other Poems? Vishnu Padasiddhi. Who won the 2021 French Grand Prix? Max Verstappen. International Day of Yoga, June 21st. International Day for Celebration of Solstice, June 21st. World Music Day, June 21st. World Refugee Day, June 20. Okay, World Refugee Day, June 20. World's third largest diamond, Botswana. So world's third largest diamond is discovered in Botswana. So these are all the current affairs for today. So tomorrow we will have MCQ discussion. So come and join the MCQ discussion. So if you like our content, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. So you can get this PDF in the Telegram channel. So go and subscribe there also. So thank you. We'll meet in the next class.